Dropped off the conceal carry, and unfortunately we're not able to go back the way we came, which had no protesters. We're gonna go back through the protesters, and we're gonna be told again that he's gonna take my chair, even though I already got both my new chairs. So you know. I gotta go through it again. I don't want to go through it again, and I gotta go through it again, and I don't want to go through it again because they're gonna tell me I don't want to go through this again. Do I gotta go through the protesters again?
We should go that way? That way? Or?
No, go that way. Get on the sidewalk. I don't want, because there's no way up on the sidewalk, hon.
Yeah.
Just go that way.
It's easy.
Oh, shit. Gotta go through it again.
Can I get a hug, sir? No. Can I get a hug? Right on the corner.
Hey, we're gonna go through it again. They don't care about you, Mr. Disabled. They don't care about you.
Stop the hate! Stop the hate!
Move! Move! Move!
Walk that shame!
You're not for Trump, are you?
Yeah, yeah.
He's trying to make fun of your head. He
Trump! Yeah, Trump! I have the right to vote for who I want to vote for. I have the right to vote for who I want. What the fuck? Ah, you fucking get away! So I don't know if you can hear me, but we got through, and we're never gonna get to see him. And I got a head injury. I went and saw the emergency people. So, I don't know, is this looking good, Ash? Does that angle look good? Alright, so we had to go through the protesters again, and we got assaulted just so I could see Trump, and now we're so late that we're not even going to be able to use our tickets. And that's what you did to my wife, so thanks a lot, guys. This is what, this sucks, you know. Thanks a lot, protesters. You guys did your great job. You stopped me from wanting to see Trump. But you know what, now I'm definitely voting for him for, I don't know, the rest of the year. So, see you on the flip side. Okay, so now we're at the hospital. Oh wait, let me turn around. Oh, yeah. So now we're at the hospital, and my head is freaking pounding, hurting, and I don't know. It's really late. We got stuck in the convention center until like 10:30 at night because the rioters were right in the path of us getting our vehicle, getting to our vehicle, and so the officers, had us wait a little bit because wait until it was safe, which they were able. APD did a great job, and we were able to push them back and kind of disperse them, and they went home. And so we got to finally get to the van, and now we're in the hospital just to get a scan because my wife is really worried. I'm worried because it hurts a lot. It's hurt more than usual. So, yay, welcome to my life. All right, guys, if that's all for now. You've now just seen the video of us being attacked by the protesters at Albuquerque, New Mexico's convention center right in front of it. I'll tell you, people, I am disgusted and dismayed by the American people. I am concerned deeply about how handicapped people are being treated across America. This to me is definitely a rallying cry to show that handicapped people are not being treated in an appropriate manner. I want everybody to know that I am disgusted and dismayed and blown away by how these protesters acted and then rioted after the rally. I am stunned by how I was treated by the police department, Albuquerque Police Department. They did a great job with the riot, but they didn't do a great job with me. They were right there. They saw us. There was 3 cameras on us. 3 media cameras. Only one came to interview us. The officers finally came around and said, well, we're looking into it. But then we were told we had to go make a report at a substation or something. That there was no officer to make a report. There was officers everywhere, and they were standing right there watching me. You know what? I used to be in law enforcement. I know, I understand how difficult it is in that type of situation. But you guys could have went and got me and pulled me out before it got worse, and I got binged in the head and got a concussion, people. I shouldn't even be up this late. I got a concussion. I'm in massive amount of pain just trying to get this video done, because I want the public to know what really happened, because the media didn't report it, and only KRQ 13, thank you KRQ 13, News 13 Albuquerque, at least you did, and I appreciate it, because you saw what happened. You saw how wrong it was. I am disgusted and dismayed by the protesters, but I'm also disgusted with how handicapped people are being treated across the nation, by the left and the right. I'm disgusted because I'm a centrist. I lean to the right. I was excited to go to the Trump rally. I was happy he won because I did not like how the Republican Party was treating him. I don't like how Bernie Sanders is being treated either. I don't agree with him, but I respect the man. And you guys could do the same thing. Just respect us. Have the same respect we have for you. We have never gone to Bernie Sanders or Hillary's and rioted. We have never gone there and spit and hit and throw things at you. We have never thrown water bottles at you. I don't like being treated that way. I was handicapped. I mean, I understand it's no different than a person, but handicapped people used to be treated with a little bit more respect. Because you know what? I'll tell you right now, Black Lives Matter, Hispanic Lives Matter, whoever matters, whatever matters, don't matter. You're making it about yourselves, and you're forgetting a portion of the handicapped nation in the United States. There's over 10 million of us strong. And you know what? We have to fight every day to get a job, because you guys can walk in and the EEOC can't stop them, because you know what the EEOC says? Hey, don't put a wheelchair on your Facebook, because then they'll probably not hire you. I have not been hired. I had a job for a little bit and then I was thrown out because I had to ask for ADA. But, it's hard to prove. But I don't have that job anymore. And I was the best. I was the best in my district. Furthermore, this shows that handicapped people are not treated with any special respect. APD did okay, but the protesters, you guys blocked the ramps, but then you turn around and tell me that the ramps, Trump's going to take away, that Trump's going to take away my chair? I'm sorry, I already got it. Just recently I got my new chair, so how's he going to take it away? What is he going to do? Get a pad and say, oh, can't have a chair, oh, can't have a chair, can't have... Come on, people, read his medical thing. I've done my research, I've looked at it. I think it's great because I think he understands that ACA might not work, or that ACA might not be able to go away like all the Republicans want. So he might have to work with it, which makes sense because, you know, ACA did become the law. Affordable Health Care Act, if you guys ever want to know, Affordable Care Act. Other people call it Obamacare. I'm not going to call it that because I'm not going to put it to him because there's a lot of hands in it. But it has not helped me. I'll tell you guys right now, it's ruined me and ruined my any chance of getting good doctors anymore. And that's why I'm supporting Trump, because it's not working. But you don't have the right. You can debate me, talk to me. But do not grab somebody. And there was protectors there that grabbed me and my wife. Like they wanted to hold me there to get beat up more. And they said, we're protecting you. You do not touch a handicapped person's chair without asking. Do not try to direct them without asking. Especially if they're getting beat up. You let them go. And you wouldn't let us go. You protesters. And the people in the vest were part of the protest, guys. It's no joke. They were part of the protest. We saw them walking down with the protesters when we were trying to find a parking spot. And unfortunately, we had to find a parking spot across through the rioting, you know, before the riots happened. But we had to find it through there. It was the only place we could park. And so we had to go through all those protesters. And then I had a concealed carry weapon, and they said we couldn't have it in. So I had to go turn around and go back, lock it up in my vehicle, come back, through them again. That's why I say in the video, I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to go through this again. Because they already assaulted me the first time. So I'm going to leave that at the end of this video. So anyways, guys, you've hurt someone today, badly. You have frightened my wife to never go to anything like this again. And do you know how hard it was for me to convince her to go? Because she was afraid. I wrote a letter to Trump events, the events at trump.com, when I bought my ticket, saying, I'm concerned about protesters because I already have been threatened. And then afterwards, my wife was threatened on our way in, saying, we're going to get you when you come out. My wife was utterly afraid, so we had to stay until 10:30, till the riot was over, and there was enough cops blocking the way to escort us back to our vehicle. Thank you, APD, for doing that. Thank you, APD, for doing everything you did on finally handling the situation. But you know what, guys? You missed the mark in the beginning. So you got to work on that. But I know the media is not giving you the chance to do your job. I don't know. It's catch-22, rock and a hard place. I don't know what to say. I used to be a cop. I understand. I used to be in law enforcement. I understand. So I am dismayed. And Trump, if you're listening, if you're watching, if you come back here, I'd like to meet you just once. I mean, just get an autograph or something. I don't know. I'm totally dismayed by the whole thing. I mean, if this is what they get, so they can just come in, trample on my rights, and they're just allowed to trample on my rights. My First Amendment right. They have it too, but I have a First Amendment right too, and they can just trample on it. That's okay. Oh, and you're handicapped? Oh, we're really going to trample on you. How dare you go to the other side, they were saying. How dare you go to the other side? Well, you know what? There is no side that a handicapped person is supposed to take. And you know what? To be clear, I've worked in the State Department, worked in the state capitol for advocating for handicapped rights. I've had to been in Medicaid, Medicare hearings to talk about what happened to me. I've had to advocate. I've had to go to Tizzy Pino. I've had to go to Tim Edenbrock. They're great people. Or Tim Edenbrock or ZTD Pino, great representatives. There's another representative I'm forgetting. He's Republican and I forget. But anyways, they all helped with the MS bill and they're really great. But you know what, guys? I worked with both sides. And that's what you need to do too. That's what you're missing. Stop taking just one side. Work with both sides. I was actually going to go to the Bernie Sanders rally, but it was in Santa Fe, so it was a little harder for me to get there. Just because I want to hear everybody's side. But I will admit, I liked Trump when I did get to hear him. I've liked Trump before, and I like him after. Still going to wait until to find out who's who. But you guys have really hurt me today. And if that's what you wanted, great. But otherwise, I cannot believe that you would do this. It's wrong. And you need to change it. You guys are young little punks playing out a fantasy of older people trying to tell you to do it. They're convincing you to do things that are way out of hand. It's wrong. It's not the way the country should be anymore. We've gone through that phase, and I thought we grew out of it, but I guess not. I guess we still have to riot and take sides and play race cards, and you know. I'm trying not to play my handicap card because I'll tell you, I'm trying not to play that because I understand you guys are going after people that weren't handicapped, but to say that he's going to take your chair, to say that how dare you go to the other side, to say that, like, because I'm handicapped I'm supposed to be on the left is ridiculous. So anyways, thank you and see you on the flip side. Here's the rest of the video.